You're the title. Why everyone needs a dopamine detox. You see, I was going to script this video, and I started in a little bit. I only got a couple sentences down. But in doing so, I realized that I don't even really know. I think I'm going to start doing this more and more now. I usually script all of my videos, but I found that if I don't script it, and I'm not reading from a script, they become a bit more genuine. You know, like a lot of my most viewed videos, I didn't script at all. So, hey dog. Here. Here's my dog. Just got done playing fetch with her, so she's a little tired. See, like, if I scripted this video, that wouldn't be in the script, obviously. See, it becomes more genuine. So, enough with that. When I first heard about dopamine detoxing, I'm sorry, can you guys even hear it? Emma, talk. Why are you panting so bad? Okay. Where was I? Oh man, this has turned out to be a great start of the video. Alright. Focus. Hone it in. Gotta lock it in. So if you've already clicked off this video, this channel isn't even for you. Like if you're seeing this dog and like, oh yeah, this is boring, I'll just go watch Skibbity Toilet for 2 hours. This video is not for you. So, but if you're still here, then there is value to this, and I'm really hoping that you actually stick to the end, because I really do want to give value to the world through videos. Yeah. So when I first heard about dopamine detoxing, I don't really know how to describe it other than the fact that I needed it. I really needed a dopamine detox. Because the truth is, like, this was my life, right? This, outside of school, like, over the summer, this was my life, pretty much. It was wake up, immediately grab my phone, or get on a laptop, or whatever, and start watching YouTube videos. Just, like, stupid garbage all day. And then that would usually be about 1 or 2 hours. So I'd get up. I'm a morning person, so I would get up around like 7-ish. That was me sleeping in. Was like get up at 7. So I would get up at like 7. 2 hours gone by. I've been watching YouTube videos. My parents still think I'm sleeping, but I'm just laying in bed watching YouTube. And then breakfast usually be around 9. Eat a bunch of food while watching videos on my phone. Because why wouldn't I? Why would I be present, right, with my family? No, I'm just gonna eat while I'm watching videos. Then after that, it would be maybe play some video games or something. Sometimes I would even, like, literally, this is how bad it was. I would be playing video games with my friends, so they'd be online, like, on a video call. I'd be playing with them, and I'd be watching YouTube on my phone while I'm while I'm like AFK, but I'm just sitting there on my phone. Or I couldn't even like play video games without listening to music while I was doing it. Like, there were so many sources of dopamine in my life. It was just unbelievable. And by the time I was done with the day, my brain was completely fried. I couldn't focus on any work. I couldn't focus on anything. I couldn't even motivate myself to get out of bed because I had to sit there for 2 hours and watch stupid YouTube videos. And think about how sad this is. Before I even got out of bed, I've already fried my dopamine because I've been sitting in there watching YouTube videos for 2 hours. Yeah, my screen time was probably insanely high. I never bothered to check it. It was bad. And I really needed this dopamine detox. But something changed one day. When I heard about dopamine detoxing, I heard about reducing dopamine in your life and reducing addictive content and other problems. And I realized that I drastically need to scale down my dopamine. And so that's what I did. I slowly, over time, reduced the amount of dopamine in my life that I got from, like dumb content or like stupid Mr. Beast videos. I stopped watching YouTube first thing in the morning. I don't even like to be on my phone while I'm eating. Most of literally my screen time, the highest it gets is like 2.5 hours, and that's usually because I've been watching like a podcast or something. So it's not even like short form content. I literally just like most of my screen time is from long form content like this video, where it's just a guy sitting down and talking to the camera, explaining important concepts that can make me a better person. So, if you don't know what time of the year it is Lent. So if you're not a Christian, or if you are a Christian but you're just not like religious, if you never even gone to church. So Lent is the season, it's a 40-day period, and what a lot of people do is they basically use it as a dopamine detox. And they don't even, people who do Lent, a lot of times they don't even know what a dopamine detox is. Like, they just do it because the church tells them it's a good idea to do this. Like, hey, so if you don't know, Lent starts on Ash Wednesday. That was yesterday. So Ash Wednesday, the point of, I don't know how to explain it. The point of Lent is it's basically a humbling period of your life. So for 40 days, what you do is you pray and you fast. So it's not like you don't eat anything. But what people will do is they'll give up a certain source of dopamine in their life. Most people will give up like candy or chocolate, or some people will even give up hot water. I've done that before, and I never stopped. I don't take hot showers anymore. So or give up soda or something, right? So people will use this as a dopamine detox, and this is what really, really solidified the faith for me. Was a concept I have heard about from the internet about dopamine detoxing and how you need to lower your dopamine, and then Lent rolls around, and I realized, holy moly, people have been doing this for thousands of years, and now scientists are just now coming out about how it's good for you and how you should reduce your dopamine, and people have been doing this for thousands of years to grow closer to faith. Because think about what happens, right? Think about what happens when you reduce the dopamine in your life. Think about what happens, right? You're less distracted. Your brain's not fried. Your attention isn't going everywhere, and you're perfectly focused on what is going on in the world. Which means you are more than capable of listening to what God has to tell you. So, if you watched my dopamine detox video, where I did dopamine detox for 7 days, I didn't listen to music, I didn't use my phone at all for anything other than work. It was a great time in my life, and I've decided to basically redo this Lent, but for 40 days instead of 7 days. So, if you watch that video towards the end, where I'm talking about daily, how I feel that day or whatever, how my mind has changed from not having dopamine. And the truth is, it didn't change much. At least I didn't notice much of a change until the very end. And what I noticed was I was so much more clear. I was so much more able to concentrate on specific tasks. And that really was a game changer for me. I was able to, moments that I would usually be on my phone, while I'm eating, right? I would just kind of eat it and enjoy enjoy the taste of food. I realized that I had never really, sat down and enjoyed the taste of eggs. I love eggs. I never sat down and enjoyed the taste of eggs, because I'm not actually, I don't have my phone is my camera, so I can't really whip it out, have it here. Pretend this pen is my phone. I'll be eating eggs, and I'll just be up, my phone will be here, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's really cool. I should subscribe to this guy. Boop, boop, boop. Like, that was me. That was my breakfast. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. But when I stopped using my phone while I was eating, because I can't use my phone for anything other than work, I realized that I enjoyed food. I don't know how to explain it. It was this great moment in my life. So this is why everyone should do a dopamine detox. You find that you enjoy life so much more. Like, I started to enjoy the simple things. I enjoyed having a clean room. Like, the video where when I was talking about, like, oh yeah, just make your bed every morning. It's a great way to be more productive. I started making my bed while I was on the dopamine detox. And it wasn't even like a specifically like a productive thing. I just wanted a clean room because I realized I enjoy having a clean, organized space where I can focus on work. Whereas before, it's like my bed's barely even, like, my blankets and pillows just like thrown on there. My sheets are all destroyed. I don't even really use sheets. My desk is an absolute disaster. There's junk everywhere. Paper's just garbage everywhere. My clothes are all over the floor. I didn't even bother putting them in the hamper. It's a mess. It was a mess. Absolute mess. This video is getting a little bit long, but to wrap it up, you need this. You need a dopamine detox. You need to reduce the dopamine of your life. Because the truth is, dopamine has been hijacked. Dopamine used to be this chemical that your body would make whenever you were experiencing something that was good. And when you experience something that's good, it's usually good for you. Like, not really, not now, but in the caveman times, when I think the sweetest thing they could probably eat was like honey or something, right? So honey gives you a lot of dopamine because it's sugar, right? And back then, it was just, you didn't know when your next meal was going to come. You didn't know when the wild boar was going to come in range of your spears and you were going to actually kill it. So if you found honey and you were eating honey, it's so many calories. Like, honey is so calorie dense that your body produced tons and tons of dopamine when you ate honey because it's rewarding you. It's telling you, hey, we need more of this. We need more calories because we don't know when the boar is going to come. We don't know if we're going to get a boar tomorrow. We don't know if the frost is going to kill all our crops. We don't know. So eating honey, eating sugar was good for us back then. But now it's been hijacked by food companies, like creating weird potato chips and weird things that are full of artificial sweeteners and artificial sugars to hijack our dopamine, to make us crave unhealthy food more. Dopamine has been hijacked, and it is your responsibility to free yourself from the addictions of this world. It is your responsibility. It is not anyone else's fault but yours. It is it's the food company's fault. Like, it is, they made this stuff. But it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility to get rid of the addictions in your life and to reduce your dopamine, whether it be screen time, whether it be a simple addiction like, oh, I'm on my phone too much. Because for me, that was my big problem, was I was on my phone too much. So reducing that. This video is getting very long. Holy cow. All right. Don't have dreams, have goals, and stay wild.